Welcome to Module 4, Unit 2 of Chromafor training course. The title of this module is Encouraging a Circular Economy Strategy in the Foundry Sector. And in this lesson, we will talk about promoting circular initiatives. Now, let's see together which are the main topics of this lesson. We will talk about applications of industrial ecology, eco-conception, also eco-design, and flexible work, and identify the key circular capabilities your organization will need in order to be successful. Let's start with the first topic. Application of industrial ecology, eco-conception, so eco-design, and flexible work. Now, let's understand together what is industrial ecology. Industrial ecology is an industrial system that aims to mimic the way an ecosystem works. It means that industrial ecology works in a circular way, so that each link in the chain feeds the next, and once the last one arrives, the process starts all over again. This is a concept that is now really common in industries and companies, and many companies are using this approach in order to promote transition towards sustainability. Let's see now what is eco-conception or eco-design. Eco-design is an approach which consists of taking into account, during its design, the environmental impacts of a product over its entire life cycle in order to minimize them. An eco-design must take into account each and every one of the variables that intervene in the design process and manage them in such a way that they remain within the limits of ecological sustainability. Eco-conception, so it's something really important in order to promote, to foster inside the companies the concept of circular economy, of resilience, and of sustainability. Now let's talk about flexible work. The workplace flexibility is defined as the ability of workers to make choices regarding when, where, and for how long they engage in work-related tasks. Examples of flexible work arrangements are, for example, flex time, shift work, part-time schedules. There are many ways in which a company could foster flexible work. And how to become more flexible and trends that, in tandem, create mismatches for workers and working families as they move through their life courses. Flexibility is really important, especially over the last years, where many changes has been introduced in the way in which companies work and are organized. And now let's see together the last topic of this lesson. Identify the key circular capabilities your organization will need in order to be successful. In particular, it is really important to identify circular capabilities. How to identify the circular skills and competencies that the organization, so staff or collaborators, will need in order to meet the environmental challenges of the future and to be successful in circularity business models. This is a very crucial point for organization because it's really important to identify which are the competencies inside the company, or otherwise to understand what is not present inside the company, and so what is needed to reach from the outside. We have different situations about identify circular capabilities. Capability does not exist, it cannot be easily acquired. Capability exists or can be acquired but will need to be developed, or capability exists or can be easily acquired. So it is really important for a company to understand which are the skills and competencies inside its organization. Because if there is something inside, it's important to foster, to improve, and to make some changes in order to create innovation, to create new ideas, and so on. But if it is not like that, they have to go to the market and reach some other competencies. So, this is the end of lecture 2, and for additional didactic material, have a look to the website of Chromafor, www.chromafor.eu, and thank you for your attention.